Hi, race fans. Welcome. We're here, and we've got a good one tonight as the Cyber Thunder Truck Series here on Tuesday kicks off, and we're at Indianapolis. We got qualifying. Well, this is the first race of the round of 8. Several drivers got dropped, but several drivers are still in this thing here tonight. We're going to look at them here. As we got obviously the top 8 guys we're going to be looking at here. Cody Heinzman, Corey Sherman. We got Greg Mitchell, Cody Gibson. That's your top 4 right now. And on the cutoff line is actually Cody Gibson coming in here. We got Andrew Codwell, Matthew Semple, Tom Ricker, and Gary Bowman. All those guys right they're looking to do it. And tonight's race, it's my birthday at my home track. So that's just what we're going to call it. I got to give Mike Stifferson the sponsor here tonight, and I'm gonna say it's his birthday. So happy birthday, Mike. How you doing? Well, we have got tonight here 90 laps, Rickover stage, lap 22, and then lap 50. Our stages tonight. Gonna watch qualifying. Who's gonna put it on pole? We'll be right back here, though, folks. Go anywhere.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, hope you enjoyed that, folks. We're back here. We're going to get some more good racing going on here tonight. Qualifying still underway. Who's on pole right now? Well, Cody Heinzman, and he's looking to punch his ticket into the final 4 here and just get it over with. And looking to maybe get a three-peat in the championship here. What's going on, Kathy? How you doing out there? How you doing there, Sanderson? Ought to be a good one here tonight. Can anybody stop Cody Heinzman? That's going to be my talking point, I think. Can anybody stop that man? I mean, is he just going to run off with this thing, get to the Final Four, and then just zoom? Wins the night, he's in it. Let's look at the grid real quick here, as we're going to show it. Cody Heinzman puts it on pole, where Greg Mitchell going to start in second. We got Eric Anderson sitting third. Dustin Ping there in fourth. We got Joe Hudson starting fifth. Matthew Simple going to sit sixth. Gary Bowman, he's going to start seventh. Andrew Codwell in eighth. Brad Holmes sitting ninth. Cody Gibson sitting there in the 10th. We've got Mike Stipperson, man, sponsoring us tonight, starting 11th. Philip Van Beek going to be the man in 12th. Corey Sherman, he's starting 13th. We got Tanner Marr there in a 14th place spot. Larry Bell starting 15th. Logan Spencer in 16th. Ed Jurgen 17th. Andy Corton starting 18th. Tom Ricker there in 19th. Amanda Sherman starting 20th. Leroy Cobb starting 21st. We got Chris Rose 22nd. We do have Dave Gainsford sitting at 23rd. Stephen Mosick, he's 24th. Jackie Bronner 25th. Lee Campbell 26th. And 27th, Casey Tomlinson. Ought to be a good solid field here tonight. Roll this thing. So I was just talking right there is who's going to be the one stepping up? Who can stop this man, Cody Heinzman? Who's it going to be? You know, Greg Mitchell, I'm going to say, is probably one of the tops there to do it. Cody Gibson sitting on the outside end. Or not outside, excuse me. He's sitting on the sitting on that bubble here tonight. Andrew Codwell, first one outside looking in, and right now Andrew Codwell right there in front of Cody Gibson. So after tonight, we'll kind of see how this thing plays out. 7-point difference between fourth and first right now. Okay. Indianapolis, 2.5 miles here. Big track. It is a big track. The thing about it is, though, it's not an oval. It's not a D shape. It's a square. Yeah, it's not a circle, but it's a square. Not a lot of banking. Even to be 2.5 miles, yes, to get a lot of speed on the front stretch, back stretch, but corners not so much. Not here anyways. Where's the Matthew Simple fans out there? I know we've already got one. Anderson. And I know Kathy out there rooting for Tom. Tom's in this top 8 too. The work he's got to do, though, his qualifying effort wasn't the best. Qualified back there in the 19th place spot. So this is the first round of the 8. After this, we got 2 more races. And then we go to the last one. And we race for a champion. Pace car's about to duck off. Cody Heinzman and company up front. I'll say it again. Who's going to be the one to stop that man? Got to step up. You got to get him off his game plan. If you let him get out there and just ride, hey, he's just going to walk away in the sunset. Green flag, we're racing. See guys right now getting single file, double files. We're coming around complete lap 1. Cody's out front. Got a good jump. He's already wanting to say, look, I just want to win this race, put myself in the final 4, and with the next 2 races, I don't have to worry about it. If I have bad races, boom. And he did. He actually had a bad race. But he was already locked in the round of 8. Greg Mitchell right there behind him. Eric Anderson having a good, he's been able to bring this thing up, having good runs. Dustin Ping there along with him in 4th. Matthew Simple, Andrew Codwell, Brad Holmes, Gary Bowman, and Cody Gibson, Mike Stipperson. Tanner Marr right there along with Corey Sherman. Philip Van Veet. Look like Dustin Payne's going to take over that spot. And this is kind of what we're going to see all night long. Kind of single file. Guys maybe taking one spot here and there. Tires could start falling off here. The air loose. It's a loose style track. Tanner bringing it up about 3 spots back here in the back. Look and see where Tom is right now. He's up 3 spots again. Trying to move up through the field. Right behind him got a battle going on with Larry Bell, Joe Hudson. But old Joe in tonight. Astro something. Lord. I don't even want to know. Amanda, new truck. Look at that. Been fired tonight, ain't you? The War Wagon. Amanda's wagon. There you go. Told you she had the War Wagon. He was talking about a rig. The War Wagon. He has a buddy. Hangs out underneath there with him. Out from underneath the seat for some reason. Having a good run there, 20. Joe Hudson right there in front of him. Astro Glide. Good grief. That man never ceases to amaze. Loves his cinnamon products. Oh, why? But hey. Okay. Barry Bell right there in front of him. We're talking about Tom Ricker. He's one of the round of 8 drivers. And right now, he needs to get up there and get going because he's got a lot of the round of other round of 8 drivers in front of him doing a heck of a lot better. Most notably, when you got Gary Bowman, Matthew Simple, and Andrew Codwell. Let's see where Matthew Simple is right now. Yeah, he's way up there in 6th. But I want Gary Bowman sitting at 8, so Tom's got some work to do right now. Got to get up there. This track will be a little bit slick. Everybody just kind of paying attention, but it's all this man up front, Cody Heinzman. Can they get him out of the groove? That's the thing. I mean, I'm gonna stay unbiased up here, but I'm gonna go on a limb and say, you know, can they keep him out of that championship run? I don't know. That's a tall order to do. For him to miss the championship or I don't know. I mean, he would have to have a bad race. It'd have to have probably 2 bad races and then not win the last one. And that'd be just unheard of for Cody. As long as you see him have maybe one or a couple of races. Right now, doing what he needs to do, concentrating out front. Cody Heinzman, Dustin Ping right there pulls at the 2nd. With Greg Mitchell holding on the 3rd. And remember, Dustin Ping is not one of the round of 8 drivers, so he could kind of spoil this a little bit. Eric Anderson, not one of those either. Oh, but Ping, are you kidding? Oh, I thought he just blinked out. Wow. We were just talking about Dustin Ping being one of those round of 8 drivers. Holy cow. What a disconnect. The folks run a virtual world. It happens. We associate disconnects with like engine problems or anything like that. A little bit of gap here between the 4th and 5th place man there, Matthew Semple and Eric Anderson, about a 1.5 second gap. Then you got Andrew Codwell coming to pull it up here beside of him. The Codwell, one of them round of 8 drivers too. He knows he's got to do work. He's got to probably stay up here in the top. Which one of these round of 8 drivers is going to win and punch their ticket? What are y'all thinking out there? Hope everybody's having a good night, good day. Hope everybody had a wonderful day. Let me say it that way. Bowman, Gibson, Stifferson, Herman, Marr, Van Vliet, Spencer, Gergen coming in, and Ricker back here, he's still trying to work his way to the front. He got the Bucky's machine. He's had good luck with Bucky's, by the way. Never been in a Bucky's. We don't have one where we're at. Let's just battle right here because we've got about 3 or 4 machines top of each other. Got Bowman, Gibson, and Stifferson. Got to give a shout out to Stifferson. Tonight's his birthday. Thanks, Stifferson. 20 machines. Mike. And he named tonight's race. It's my birthday at my home track. That's just what we're going to call it. Awesome. Awesome to see. So, it is the 225 here. So, are you 225 years old, Mike? Or should we take one of the 2s off? Maybe the 5. Or do we flip the 5 and 2? Who knows? Happy birthday anyway, Mike's different. Good race. Everybody's just being patient. That's the theme here in Indianapolis, being patient. And what you got. Remember, we're looking for lap 20 for our stage at 9 right now. If Heinzman those stage points, and boy, he's just going to walk out. And you can see how slick it gets coming off that turn. They're a little bit loose coming off of it. Heinzman's right there along with him with Dustin Peen trying to run him down. But Cody, once he gets out front and gets into a rhythm, he's on rail. And I've talked about it all season long about what you got to do. You got to get up there and rattle him a little bit. And every time we've seen that happen, he's either had some problems or get shook back in the back. But when you let him just come through the field or get out front, he's a one-man army. You see Beam trying to close in. This is a momentum, kind of rhythm-style track to hit those marks. You don't want to get too far down there on the apron. Those rumble strips, you will get a little bit loose coming off these turns. Got to keep those momentum coming out of the turns down these straightaways. There's the draft. Problem is, you see, backing that turn up way back. Now, there's one thing I noticed right there. He backed that turn up way back. Oh, Ping Man climb right up the back of him. That just shows you how much he's backing the turns up. That right there is also, I got to give credit to Cody, because if he is backing these turns up like that, yeah, look at when he is braking. He is saving tires, but he's still fast on the track. He's able to get off that turn. That's the old flow in, fast out move. Been able to get the momentum coming out of the turn. Got a lot better than Dustin did on that one. Watch how much he brakes right here, see? Turn. Eases back into the throttle. So smooth, so calculated. Greg Mitchell sitting there in third. Eric Anderson back in the fourth. Falling back just a little bit. Andrew Codwell on the move, up 3 spots. Hold on. Andrew says, look, I'm coming. Matthew Simple followed back just a little bit there in 6th. Brad Holmes chewing up his back door. Getting in the 7th place spot. Everybody have a good weekend? Everybody did. Hit the likes and shares out there if you like the race so far. Looks pretty good. One of these typical Indies races, everybody patient, single file, just kind of getting what they can get. And we should start seeing guys that are good on the long run. Fort Sherman on pit road, really? Cody Gibson on pit road, Joe Hudson on pit road. I don't think these are scheduled stops, but kind of unorthodox. Coming in for fuel. Okay, I see what they're doing. They're coming in for fuel. They're not getting tires. We'll see if they're going to plan on coming for fuel for the stage. Then we might start seeing guys come in here that actually are on different fuel. Not different fuel, but also on different not on different fuel, but on different tire strategies. All right, still out front. We're looking for lap 20 on this one. Cody Heinzman's there with it. Battle for second. It looks like a lap. Yeah, that's actually a battle for second. Greg Mitchell there. Are they going to be able to run down Heinzman? You see Greg Mitchell right now putting pressure on the back end of Cody. And Cody said he was looking for forward through this race here. Greg Mitchell right now is trying to pick up the pace a little bit. He probably wants that first stage as we're closing in on that first stage here tonight. Remember, we're looking for lap number 2. That's actually lap 22 is what we're looking for. And Greg Mitchell goes to the point. Wow. He makes the pass on Cody Heinzman. He gets a little bit slick. Greg Mitchell to the point. Well, can Greg Mitchell win this thing tonight? And Greg comes in here, folks. He actually comes in here third in the standings. If he wins, punches his ticket into it. Change for the lead up front. Dustin Peen right there still in third. Andrew Codwell up in fourth. Brad Holmes going to push there in the 5th place spot as Dustin Peen's going to come on pit road. Come in early just a little bit. Mitchell's looking like he wants to lead this first stage here tonight. Tom's moved up 7 spots. Up to 12th, so Tom on the move. Remember I said he's one of the ones there. He's to get up there and get going. A lot of the top 8 guys are in front of him. Tom Richter right now. Move. Who's that in front of him? Chris Rose? That's what the truck he's got. Oh, he's blinking a little bit too. Tom don't want to see that. Blinking in front of him. Tom right now looking to try to get another spot. This man right now. Tom Richter. Tom right now trying to see if he can't get one more spot here away from Rose. He's already up 7 spots. Steven Musick right there too. Larry Bell and company. It's all Greg Mitchell out front. He has moved away. Actually pulled away from Cody Heinzman. Well, as I said, whoever was going to get Cody. Look at Greg stepping up. Brad Holmes right there too. Holding on to the 3rd place spot. We got more pit stops underway. Got a couple more laps. And we're getting stage number 1 here tonight. Who's going to get it? Greg's going to hang on to it. Right now he's got a pretty good lead of about a half second, a little over a half second over Cody Heinzman, who led the first little bit of this race. Cody right there behind him. Joe Hudson right there in front of him. Good old Joe. Astroglide machine. Good looking truck there, man, Greg Mitchell's got. Cody got anything, though, to pull this thing off? Maybe get back up there and get the halfway? No, we got another lap to go. He's closing the gap. Feel like Cody still has a little bit better long run truck, but you know Mitchell was able to that long run away. But now you see Joe Hudson's going to move out of the way. All right, should be the bottom of this lap. Now Cody, he's like, yeah, I want my lead back. I'll let you have it out front there, Mitchell. The feeling out process. They're going to come around here, take this caution flag. Stage number 1. Oh, is Joe Hudson going to play into this one? Whoa, Cody looked to the inside. Mitchell had to block a little bit. Cody thought about it. He's there. Too far back, I think, to catch him. He came out of that turn hard. The good thing about Mitchell is he's got that draft on Joe Hudson, and right there you go. Stage 1. Gonna go to that man. Greg Mitchell, as soon as the top 10 crossed the line. Look at Tom Richter up to 10th place. Wow. He's up to 9th. There we go. Stage 1 in the books. Did Kathy made top 10, made 9th place. Did good. He's up 10 spots. He is moving. Greg Mitchell holds off a hard charging Cody Heinz. Folks, we'll step away, take a quick commercial break. It's been a good one here so far. Don't go anywhere.
Welcome to Team Red, White, and Blue. Thank you so much for joining our team. My name is Mike Irwin, and I have the honor to serve as the Executive Director. When I founded Team RWB in 2010, our initial focus centered on veteran transition and reintegration into civilian life. But as the large-scale deployments have slowed down, the military's ability to support reintegration has improved, hundreds of thousands of veterans have used their GI Bill, and companies have prioritized hiring veterans, the overall mental, physical, and emotional health of the veteran community still has a long way to go. And Team RWB has a major leadership role to play. And that means that we need you. We need you to close out this video and to know that you didn't just join a listserv or download an app. You joined a team composed of real people, over 200,000 strong, who are veterans on active duty in the National Guard or reserves or civilian supporters. And these people, who we refer to as the Eagles, want you to get involved in Team RWB. Why is it so important for you to become an active member of the team? Because when you do, we know that it will improve your mental and physical health, help you to develop new and meaningful relationships in your life, and provide you with a sense of purpose that comes from belonging to something bigger than yourself. Over the past decade, veterans struggling with the invisible wounds of war and post-military life have told us how important physical fitness has been to them. Running has helped veterans battle nightmares. Triathlons have helped with headaches, and CrossFit has enabled them to sleep better. These fitness activities, along with others, have made them more confident and healthy people. Unfortunately, millions of veterans have forgotten about the power of physical training in their lives. So as you get involved and see the power of Team RWB in your own life, I hope that you feel inspired to reach out to other veterans and encourage them to follow in your footsteps. In closing, I want to again thank you for stepping forward and joining Team Red, White, and Blue. We're fired up to have you on the team, and I know that you're going to be flying the Eagle with pride for a long time.
Hi, I'm Blaine Smith, the Executive Director of Team Red, White, and Blue, and I want to take a minute just to welcome you on board and let you know that we're proud to have you as a new member of our team. This short video is a way for us to give you an idea of what you can expect from your experience at Team Red, White, and Blue, and also what we expect from you in return. Something that's really, really important to the fabric of our organization is our Eagle ethos. It's just 6 words, but they mean a lot to us, and they guide us in all we do. Those 6 words: passion, positivity, people, commitment, camaraderie, and community are more than just organizational values. They're what we're all about and what we strive to work for in all of our programs and in every single one of our interactions. The next thing I want you to know is that we are an inclusive organization by design. We're open to veterans of all eras, of all ages, branches of service, combat experience, as well as active duty service members, their families, their friends, and just supportive members of the community that come out and take part in our mission. Every single person is important to what we do. All are welcome, and we look forward to seeing you all out there.
All right, we're back. Getting set to go back green. Got Mitchell up front. Look at Tom. Man, Tom with the pit stop there. Dustin Ping, he didn't take tires. Really, Brad Holmes is going to be out front in this one. All right. Holmes up there with a good one, and Tom Ricker there along with it. And Tom will win this thing. Punch his ticket into that final 4. Green flag. Lee Campbell back here doing something. Lee, don't stop on the track. Lee, we're already under caution. Why are we slowing down? You're not going to make it around, Lee. Maybe we might want to stop and tow that thing. Because that's going to cause a caution if he stops on track. Not quite sure what. Yeah. Brad Holmes gets a jump on the green flag. Just hoping that wouldn't cause a caution. We just came off a caution. Ping right out front with them too. Got Ricker there sitting in third. Hope he can hang on to this thing. I got Logan Spencer too, up 12 spots there at the fourth place spot. A lot of them. Corey Sherman. And talked about him. Hey, he's in this top 8 too, folks. Cody Heinzman right there behind him with Greg Mitchell. But now how does Cody Heinzman, can he get through the field? Is it a tough pass? Pretty much going to have to just knock them off one by one. And I think he's going to probably want to try to do this quickly. I want to try to get to that front as quick as he possibly can. See Mitchell right there behind him. Working on the back door there, Logan Spencer. So the Heinzman's going to want to try to chop through this field as fast as he possibly can. Get back to that front. Greg was able to run down Heinzman there before the stage. And Cody kind of put the pressure back on the back end of him again. Just couldn't get around him. Dustin's right there. Here comes Tom. And that pass. The Heinzman up there, man in third. Holmes still out front this one. Jumped out there. Ping sitting in the second place spot, so it'll take Heinzman a few laps to run them guys down. While Tom's still doing an outstanding job preparing forward, this is what he needs. Probably a good top 5 finish. Logan Spencer right there sitting in 5th. Corey Sherman up in the 6th. Greg Mitchell there in 7th. Good old birthday man himself there, Mike Stipperson. Matthew Simple back here in the 9th place with Joe Hudson around the top 10. In the battle back here, Ed Jurgen, Eric Anderson, but Eric Anderson's got that one. Cody Gibson's another playoff driver. Get back on the move and get back up front. Yeah, the other playoff drivers get back going. Meanwhile, right now, it's still all Holmes out front. It'll take Heinzman a few laps to get up there. His last lap was a 52.98, a 52.91. Dustin ran a 53.24. And everybody else running 53.3s. Cody's running 52.8. Actually, half second quicker than the field. Very, very impressive. Got Tom sitting back here in 4th. Herman sitting in 5th. Greg Mitchell, he's up in the 6th place, and Logan Spencer here in the 7th. 8th place man, Mike Stipperson, who sponsored tonight's race. I'm going to give him a good shout out. He named tonight's race, it's my birthday at my home track. So that's what we're going to call it. So happy birthday, Mike. Having a good run. Up 3 spots in 8th. Matthew Simple, I know the Simple gang's out there. I know y'all out there got to be pulling for him. He usually has a bunch of them. And you can see Heinzman now going to take over that second place spot from Ping. That'll be the next question. He's going to be able to run down man up front. It looks like when you get the draft is when you get those 52 times. You just see right there. Look at Tom Ricker up in the third already. He's taking over that spot away from Ping. Corey Sherman coming out of nowhere up here in the 5th place spot. It's up 8 spots here tonight. Up 9 now as he takes it over Ping. Now, Ping only took 2 tires. And remember before the stage, he came in and got tires. And Brad Holmes unfortunately has just blinked out of this race. Wow. The leader. Nope, he's back. Wow, I thought there for a second the leader about to disconnect. Seen that a couple times. I give a good shout out to good old Tom tonight though. Up 16 spots. What you think, Kathy? Tom doing good tonight. Told him he needed, we were talking about it. I knew he needed to get up here, get going. And he has. Got it going. Sherman, Mitchell, and Ping. Then you got Simple, Iverson, Spencer. Yeah, he does need, I mean, from where he was in the back there, from where Tom was starting, it was a little gloom. Because he comes in here tonight, when he's outside of the top 4. He comes in 7th here tonight. I mean, yes, a lot of the guys are tied pretty much here, except for the top 3. They have bonus points coming in. So it is a tie from 4th on back. So anything he can gain is them. So after tonight, we really will see where that kind of 4th place spot is. And then whoever wins this thing, and as of right now, Cody can get up here and win it. There you go. He punches himself into the final 4. But if Tom stays where he's at, I think he can leapfrog and get into that 4th place spot because he would actually pull past, let's see, Cody Gibson is on the cut line, Matthew Simple and Codwell. Yeah, he'd actually leapfrog Simple and Codwell. Both of them. Speaking of Codwell, boy, he is off the pace back in 18th. He didn't do, he only did like a fuel stop run on that pit stop. Then we're talking about Gary Bowman also. Gary Bowman right now is sitting in 9th. A lot of the top 10 drivers and some of the chase drivers not in, but look at that right there. The top 5, all chase drivers. Well, Holmes is not, my bad. So from 2nd to 5th, there's all chase drivers. Let me rephrase that. Heinzman, Richter, Sherman, and Mitchell. Got a huge battle going on back here. That's Cody Gibson. He's trying to get back on the move too, get back up front. Spencer along with him there. Ed Jurgen. And you got Eric Anderson moving up through there too. Jurgen, Spencer, Anderson. Came across a picture of his dog, Lucas, watching the Pocono race. Nighttime one. Sitting beside him and watching intensely. Okay. Well, pit stops. I'm on pit road. No, these are unique style pit strategies I'm seeing tonight here. Different pit strategies. Now we are looking for lap 50. That's going to be the next stage here. And about 12 or so more to go. Hopefully old Lucas is giving Tom some motivation. Say it that way. Brad Holmes, though, his lead is, well, Cody Heinzman on pit road. What? He just came on pit road, now they're back on pit road. Huh. Well, I can't make out what this pit strategy is here. Different? Okay. I brought Heinzman, Anderson, Simple, Sherman, both of the Shermans, Cobb, Gaines fourth, and then Holmes. So look at something real quick here, folks. And we're on 70% fuel. Yeah. Kind of a it's kind of a difference of pitch strategy here tonight. Okay. Bowman, Joe Hudson, Dustin Peen, Cody Gibson, Ed Jurgen. That's your new top five. Bowman on pit road. So I'm taking that they can't go, but $15, 18 laps. Huh. Okay. We got Tom right there. Behind old Heinzman, kind of by himself. And, you know, I've talked about it all season, that if you leave Heinzman kind of by himself, yeah, it's just going to be there. And man, he just ran a 52.43. I don't know where he's finding the speed, but just to give you a reference, Tom ran a 53.94, and he ran a 52.43. I have no clue. Herman just ran an 52.87. That's still 0.4 off. Almost a half a second. He's in the draft. Heinzman's not even in the draft. He is now. Wow. I don't know where he's getting this speed at, folks. This is amazing. Holmes with a 52.42. He gets it going. Impressive. That's all I got to say. Just impressive. Hats off to the man up there. Learn something from him. Mike Stifferson, Greg Mitchell. Now, I watched one of the podcasts, and I guess I'll go ahead and say it. Hey, it is the league anyways. I watched the podcast with Cody, and when they announced he was going to step out of the car, jump in the booth next season, along with Tom, he said, hopefully it'll give some of the other guys a chance to win a championship. Hey, there's your challenge, guys. Can you stop him from winning number 3? Yeah. Hudson out front leading. Durgan there in second. Heinzman's in third. Sherman up in fourth. We got Ricker there in fifth. Differson in sixth. Holmes in seventh. Mitchell in eighth. Simple in ninth. And Anderson in 10th. It's been a good season so far here. Cyber Thunder Tuesday League. I've enjoyed it. Some awesome racing. And right now, looking strong. Mike Stifferson. Birthday man here. He's up 4 spots there in 7th. My birthday, home track. What we're going to call it. Ooh, looks like right now Greg Mitchell, though, he says, I got to get on the move. Heinzman's up there, and he's about to take this thing. Joe Hudson's going to win. Imagine Joe Hudson winning here. Holy cow. Cody is trying. Oh, Hudson's on pit road. Cody looks like he's going to pretty much get this stage. He's out there by himself. I think Ed's going to have to pit before the stage. We're looking for stage lap 50. We've got about 4 more laps to go. Yeah, Ed right now, once he pits, put Corey Sherman up here in the 3rd place spot for right now, who's done an outstanding job to get up 10 spots. Brad Holmes along with him there too, in 4th. Tom Ricker, who has moved up 14 spots, there in 5th. Greg Mitchell doing up his back bumper, try to maybe take that spot away from him. They are 9 seconds back from Cody. And that's because Sherman is actually 6 seconds off from Cody. Cody has gotten a huge lead out front. If Ed does not pit, Cody won't get any of the bonus points for the stages. I mean, hey, look, the win's more important. Go, Matt. There we go. There's the Matt game. There's Ed Jurgen on pit road. Yeah, Matt right now is holding strong. He's there in the 8th place spot. He's been in the top 10 all night. He's been kind of quiet, kind of riding a little bit. Seeing what he can get. It's going to cycle this man right here round to the lead, and it will as Ed's on pit road. Dustin with a little bit newer tires there. He's going to go right by him. King's going to want that lap back. And he's going to get it. Sherman still 6 seconds back. Able to close the gap like he would like. Brad Holmes sitting there in third. Tom still holding strong in the fourth place with Mitchell right behind him. That's a battle. You see Matthew Simple there with Mike Stifferson. Gary Bowman. Those three trucks on top of each other. Right here, it's a good battle going on. They're going 3 wide. Hold on to it coming across the line. Look at that lap truck right there, and he's like, man, hold on a minute. Hold my line. You guys are coming up here racing hard. They are trying to get around Stifferson. Simple. Right behind them. These trucks are getting a little loose coming out of the turns. Bowman pulling up. There goes Gary. He's got the game genie. He switched it on right here. He said it's time to use it. Get my code. If I can't get past Simple. Trying. He looks to the inside. Wow. Still side-by-side battle. Is he going to try to pinch him down there? Going turn one, still neck and neck, door to door. Simple on the outside, Bowman on the inside. How much has Bowman got? Can he take that spot away? Simple be able to hold on to it. Nope. Gary Bowman's going to take it to the point. We're at lap 50, and Cody Heinzman is going to lead stage number 2 here tonight. Eric Anderson's going to slip by here on Simple also. Cody Heinzman coming across the line. And Tom forgot about the stage. Oh, there it is. Stage 2. Cody Heinzman takes it. Corey Sherman there with him. Brad Holmes and Tom Ricker, along with Greg Mitchell sitting in the 5th. Smooth running back. Cody Heinzman right down. Taking that second one here. All right. Mike Silvers, is he in here? There he is. He's down there in the channel team. Hang on. We'll see if we can get a word with him. Make sure he doesn't pit, though. We don't want to mess his pit up. Mike, join the booth. Got a copy?
Yo, what's up?
Well, I'll tell you what. Well, first off, man, happy birthday.
Thanks, sir.
we were looking out there, and I know we was calling here. It's your birthday at your home track, so I'm taking you from around Indianapolis. So that's what we're going to call it. But it's the 225. We were just kind of wondering here on are you 225 or you just 25 or 22?
No, that's how many laps times 2.5. It said 225.
We know.
I was just doing the math.
I think Mike missed it.
I probably did. I'm trying to concentrate here. So I'm going down the pit lane, man.
Yeah, I don't want to mess you up on your pit stop, man. That's why I was like, man, I hope he ain't pitting here. Give you a second to get on the pit road.
I am going in the box. Joe, I'm 49 years old. not 200.
Yeah, we were
not that
talking
old.
about, we were talking about it earlier there, man. We was like, all right, it's either 22, 25, or 225. So, hey, either one. But, hey, well, I tell you what, man, right now you're having a good night. You know, how you feeling on this track here?
You know, I love Indy more than it being my home track. Like, I've driven this track in a real car at speed in a Corvette, 165 miles an hour.
Oh,
I've
wow,
always
man.
loved this track. Always. So I always run well here. And, you know, I've had really bad luck this season. So maybe towards the end of the season here, you'll get to see what I can actually do.
What do you feel like it's going to take? I mean, Cody right now looks like he's on rails up there, but what do you feel like it's going to take to maybe to get up there and win this thing?
Oh, I'm going to need a baseball bat to beat Cody, but might be able to get up there and get a podium and talk to you again later. I don't think anybody's touching Cody. I don't know how he's hanging on to his tires that well, but we'll give it a shot.
Hey, I tell you what, looking good tonight, man. There, Mike, man. Again, congratulations on that birthday, and good luck out there.
Thanks, Joe. Appreciate you.
All right, let's get him back down there in the Channel 10. I didn't want to mess him up on his pit stop there. That was kind of funny. So, no, 49, man. Hey, all right. Still young. Man, still young. Awesome to see. Awesome to see. Day's number 2 tonight. Just talked to Mike. He's been doing a really good job, but he's talking about here, you got to save those tires, and you know that's key. And like what he just mentioned, you know, Heinz been up there saving tires somehow, and still maintaining the speed is it's a phenomenal. But yeah, tire management, what you got to have here. What are we looking like? We got Heinzman out front, Sherman, Holmes. Ed's having a good run here too. Not one of the chase drivers, but he would love to win this thing. Tom's sitting right there in the 4th place spot. Got Mitchell there along with him, and Mike Stifferson. We just talked to him. Gary Bowman, Ed Yergin, Andrew Codwell, and Matthew Semple. Like that, Mike said we were doing the math. Oh, good guy, good guy. Good looking truck out there too. Looking to try to maybe get a podium here tonight. Mike is. What's wrong with that? Some of the chase drivers to get going. See, Codwell back there in 10, Gibson in 11. Those are 2 of them. Bowman in 8, Simple there in 9. Lights off on the pace truck. We're going back green, so last part of this race here, they will have to pit one more time. I'm going to say they're going to pit one more time. Going off of what we've seen, they've been pitting around 15, 18 laps. Yeah. So, what? 72? Lap 72, give or take. They're around 72. That'll take them to the end. Pace truck's in. Heinzman and company up front. Green flag to Sherman. So what do you do here? Try to push it to maybe run down the man out front there of Cody. Try to save a little bit. Look at Holmes. Who up there on the back bumper, man, of Corey Sherman. Sherman right now, man, hanging on to that. He's up some good spots, up 11th there in second. Be a good points night for him. Along with Tom. Outstanding points night there. Different stuff on the outside with Bowman there on the inside. But Gary, he needs that spot. Knows it. Now trying to battle hard. Mike looks like he's going to take it from him, though. Powers and motors on the outside. Matthew Simple falls back in line. Eric Anderson back there weaving and bobbing. Back in 12th. Bill Heinzman in control of this one. He's got Brad Holmesman on the back end of Corey Sherman. Holmes might be a touch faster. We saw he was out front. Holmes could be the sleeper here. Got to get around Sherman and then get up there to Cody. And then even if he gets to Cody, Cody is just, I can't explain it. So well balanced. How? Got no clue. But he's got that short run and long run. I mean, like right now, he's out front. But even if Holmes was to run him down, later on, I think he'd run him back down again. Heinzman would. See right here, this is a good pack of running. You got Codwell, Bricker, Simple trying to see if he can't get going. Cody Gibson's there along with it with Bowman. This is for the 6th, 7th, 8th place spot. That's a 2x2 racing. Tom stuck on that outside lane. We've not seen the outside do a lot. And some guys be able to make the pass on the outside, but some, then they struggle a little bit when they get out there. Look at that run coming off the turn, though, on that outside. Look at that. There's a door banger. Gibson, Richter. Anderson's back there in 10th. Coming through the field. Back up just a little bit. Still in the good, though. Top 10 and 8. Oh, Cody Gibson. Well, we've got a caution. Ed Jurgen. In the wall hard. And like Tanner Marr. Go back and watch what happened. Ed went off the track on the outside. Him and Hudson got a little bit touch right there. Oh, caught the rear bumper and went up almost over. And then just shot right back up the track, and Tanner nowhere to go. His night's done. Oh. Ouch. Caution. A little early for the pit stops, though. You might want to come in here. You could top it off with fuel, maybe, but I think it might be a little early for pit stop. Hard lick. Tanner's part. Tanner saw it. They had no idea. Just ouch. Well, looks like we do got some takers come on pit road. Why not? I guess. I don't know. What's going on, Tripod? How are you? What makes the races interesting? Wild one. I've been talking about it. This is the first race of the round of 8 here. Championship, that is. We've got 2 more races to go before we go to the last one. Nice. Gotta love racing, huh? I know, it's disappointing, man. But hey, sometimes it happens. All right, gonna line them up here. Got Cody out front. Unfortunate set of circumstances right there for Ed Jurgen. Tanner Marr. Ed just getting a little hook on the back end there. Turned. Hits the wall, kind of slung up the track. Tanner nowhere to go. Heinzman though out front with Holmes. Remember, Holmes was trying to run him down. But now he's going to be right there with him. I'm saying they pit around lap 70, 72. That'll be the mark, I think. Actually, this caution helps. Now they can save a little fuel, a little tire. We'll see what Corey Sherman's got here for him. Maybe Greg Mitchell. Anybody knock? We've been talking about it. Can anybody knock Cody Heinzman off that top spot? Mike Stephenson said he's got a good truck. And he is looking good. He's right there in 5th. Talked to him earlier. Appreciate him sponsoring tonight's race for us. Trying to get that podium here tonight. Lights off on the pace truck, going back green. It's Benner Solomon here. Cyber Thunder Tuesday League for the Truck Series. Appreciate Mike Stephenson been sponsoring it. It's his birthday, so we're calling it. It's his birthday at his home track. He said in real life he's actually run this track 160 mile an hour in a Corvette. That's awesome. It's been a long time since I've been in 100 mile an hour zones. I think them days are gone for me. All right, can Heinzman hold them off? Holmes going to be able to get up here and get it. Sherman. Pace truck's in. Free flag. Cody gets the jump. See Brad right there. He's able to clear. He didn't have to contest with anyone. Meanwhile, Greg Mitchell fighting hard. That's right. And trying to make it to the front. But here comes Brad Holmes. He's going to put some pressure on Cody Heinzman. I've said it time and time again. That's how you do it. Put some pressure on him. Make him run that truck hard. Don't let him get out there and get into a rhythm and a groove. Get him out of his groove. Get him out of his rhythm. Run that truck, man, hard. Oh, right now you see it. Holmes is trying. Mitchell's there in 3rd. You got Sherman sitting in the 4th place spot. Matthew Simple's up in 5th. But he's got Stipperson right there on his back door. Simple having a good run here tonight. Tom still hanging strong. There in the 9th place. Dustin Ping battling back. Haven't seen much of him since earlier in the race. Now he's poking his head back up here in the top 10. Right there in the 8th place spot, Gary Bowman falls to 10th. Philip Van Veek hanging on there in 11th. Logan Spencer in 12th. Stephen Musick there in 13th. Amanda moving up in the war wagon. That's what she called it. Was that what you called it? The war wagon? Yeah. Amanda's war wagon. I got him in 14. Cody Gibson. Yeah, he's going to have to make up some ground here. He wants to stay in the running for this Final Four. Remember, he come in 4th place. He's on that cutoff line. Holmes is trying everything he can to run him down. He ran a 51 to 58. Let's just see him getting a little bit of draft probably on Heinzman right now. Meanwhile, battle heating up. 5th place, Mike Stipperson wanting that 4th. He's wanting 5th, excuse me. Sitting in 6th. Mike's looking down to that inside. And Stipperson's still there. So it's Simple. Pulls back alongside of him. Heading into turn 1. Simple is fighting hard. Meanwhile, that's actually going to bring Andrew Codwell into the mix. Ooh, Simple had to let out of it there a little bit. He's going to let Mike go on. That's a heated up battle. Holmes is trying. And those two guys are back and forth speed-wise. One lap, one's faster. The other lap, the other guy's faster. And that last time by, Heinzman was a little bit quicker. The 94 to 01. And he is 10th quicker than Mitchell. See what they are when they cross the line this time by. Oh yeah, he's falling off. Holmes is falling back. Remember when we were watching earlier how Heinzman was backing those turns up? Yeah. Oh, he's saving a lot of those tires. But he's able to back that up and still maintain speed. You see Mitchell hanging on there in 3rd and Sherman still holding the 4th. Difference there in 5th. Going to get close here. Still say to get the lap around 72. That's when we'll start seeing pit stops up front. That's going to be the crucial pit stop. Well, Eric Anderson then made a pit stop on that. They're not going to be able to make it all the way. Not going to happen. They would have to go 30-some laps. And we've not seen anybody do that tonight. Joe Hudson. Right there, too. Everybody up front here. Gonna have to pit. Mitchell, Sherman, Heinzman, Holmes, Dickerson. There's Tom, still hanging on in 9th place. Kind of spread out just a little bit. Cody right there in 10th. Bowman sitting in 11th. Tom's doing what he needs to do. Stay in front of those guys. I think the battle's going to be for 3rd and 4th place. For the final 3rd and 4th place to race for the championship. I think that's where it's going to be. See Tom working over Codwell for the 8th place. Hey, Tom's got a run machine. Codwell bounce off the wall a little bit there. And give that inside open there to Gibson. A little touch on the wall is going to slow him down just enough. Gibson's going to get it. Ain't nobody got the speed the man out front's got. And he just right there. Well, yeah. He just obliterated the field by 4/10, folks. Pitted on lap 52. With about 15 lap old tires still obliterated this field. I don't know how in the world. What has he found? He is definitely Coco Magic out here. Cody Heinzman. Tire saving, and he's still fast. Amazing. I mean, yeah, he's running a 53.6. Holmes ran a 54.2. Wow. And even Mitchell, that last lap was still 2/10 down. I mean, nobody's running anywhere near what Heinzman is running on the track. He's a solid 2 to 3/10 faster. Looking to go ahead and punch his ticket into the Final Four. Race for a championship. Be number 3. If he can win it. Cody Heinzman out front. Brad Holmes there in second. And Corey Sherman. Look at that thing. Who's lost it? Matthew Simple takes that spot from him. Sherman falls back to the 5th place. He's still having a good run. He's up 8 spots. Look at Cody. Cody says, I know what the game plan is. I got to go. Even as fast as Cody is, he is still nowhere near what Heinzman is. Heinzman just ran a 54.07. Trying to see the nearest guy to him runs a 54.3. Still 3/10 quicker. 3/10 quicker, no draft. Awesome and amazing. I just got it. I mean, it is phenomenal to see. I mean, I love it. Hats off to him. Definitely got speed out there. Knows how to get around this track. I need to know that speed. Brad Holmes coming on pit road. The pit stops. I said around lap 72. Around about that time. That'll put him around that. Probably see someone do another lap or two around that 16 lap mark. But is the short pit good enough? Is it going to be good enough to leapfrog Cody? See what his pit stop looks like here of Holmes. He's been the closest there to him. Oh, man. Codwell had to move on his. That hurt him. But not a bad pit stop there from Holmes. 14.6. So the next one will be is what's Cody's pit stop? We just saw Brad Holmes had a 51.48 total time and a 14.60 pit stop. What does Cody Heinzman get here? No mistakes. Talk about mental mistakes. Pit road is the #1 killer. Ooh, we had to slow up just a little bit there. That might slow him up just a touch, not bad. Pit in pit road. Well, let's see. Can Brad leapfrog him? going to be the question. No. Oh. Well, that little slip up, he still made a 14.7 and a 50.83 total on and off pit road. So an outstanding pit stop. It's still going to get him out 3 seconds ahead of Brad Holmes. Oh. So you would have thought maybe that little bobble might have slowed him down, but I'm going to tell you what, the mojo is on Cody Heinzman. I mean, when he's got it, he's got it. There's just no question about it. I mean, what do you say? We're going to cycle it back around here. You got Greg Mitchell. Mitchell at this point, I think, is probably just praying for a caution, but he's going to bring her on in. Corey Sherman's there along with it. Philip Van Veet. Quiet tonight, but he's there. Corey Sherman's out. Your top three guys have yet to make a pit stop. That would be Sherman, Van Veet, and Hudson. I mean, Sherman at this point would love a caution. He'd be like, man, where's that caution at? Somebody throw a can on the track, a virtual can or something. Somebody hit the wall. Let's go, Tom. Keep digging. All right. Hey, we got another Tom fan out there. What's up, Lock Road? I'm doing good. He's Sherman on pit road. I mean, he's up 11 spots in 8th place, so he's doing what he needs to do. Taking down the backstretch. Van Veet on pit road. Hudson's the only one that's left. Holmes is not able to run him down. I mean, Cody Heinzman still 2 to 3 tenths faster. I mean, I think this is all Cody Heinzman's race unless he just I don't know. Something out of the blue just happened. Brad Holmes has come up though with 6 spots. Has been there. Look at Dustin Payne. Fire back though. He's trying to hold off Mike Stipperson. Remember, Mike said, I want to get at least a top 3. He can get around Dustin Payne. He can get there. Tom, get up there. An outstanding points day for Tom. I mean, those 2 guys in front of him are not base players. You see Mike right now going around Ping, and this would be, once Hudson pits, it'd be for 3rd place. And Joe Hudson still has to pit, folks. He's praying for a caution, and here comes Tom. Tom in there! Oh my, no, you got to be kidding me. No way, I just said he's praying for a caution, and then Tom Ricker gets spun. Wow, just like that. Tom was running good. Oh boy, this is going to mix it up. Let's go and watch. Oh. Heartbreak for Tom Richter, who's been in the top 10 and he's fought back all race long. Him and Dustin Payne got together. Oh, Dustin got loose. And then I can watch maybe one more time. Watch Dustin there. Oh, yeah, see, he got loose right there. You see that truck coming out from under him? Tom comes up just a little bit, and they just met. Wow. Yeah, that's from that one there. You can just see it. I mean, Ping was getting loose. He saved the truck, but you see it right there. Right there. You see how that rear end's coming out from under him. And then Tom's coming up the track a little bit, up, and then they just got together. Oh, wow. Heartbreak. Heartbreak. I mean, I know there are not going to be any happy faces there on that one, but yeah. Tom was looking very smooth. Joe Hudson, he's like, hey, I got a break. Yeah. I know Corey's probably thinking, man, I needed that break earlier. But, wow. Yeah, just heartbreak there for Tom. Like I said, like Dustin was just getting loose. And he was able to save the truck, and as soon as he saved it, Tom was coming up just a little bit, and they just kind of met in the middle. Ouch. He was running very good. He had a good night. I mean, don't give up, still run if the truck's able to keep going. See him there on pit road. Don't know how much. Looks like he might have already just out on this one. Greg Mitchell, Corey Sherman, Eric Anderson, Van Vliet, they opted not to pit. Don't know about this one. I don't know if they can get far enough out. I mean, the way we've seen Cody Heinzman tonight run, short from him getting into trouble. How much blocking does the guys in front of him do? How much do they just move out of the way and say, here, go ahead? That's going to be a lot of the question here. I mean, what does Mitchell, Sherman, and Anderson's there, Van Vliet, Cody Gibson needs a good finish here. Yeah, just heartbreak for Tom. You see Heinzman back here in 7th. He's got new tires. Got about 5 to 4 lap newer tires. And I mean, we've seen what he's done on normal tires. Gonna do now. Got Holmes and Stifferson. What those guys, Mitchell and them, want to see is Mike Stifferson and Brad Holmes battling with Cody Heinzman. They do not want to see Cody Heinzman come through the front of this field and get around these first couple trucks right off the bat. They're hoping that Gibson makes that thing wide. I mean, like, make that rear end like real wide. Beep, beep. And just don't go blowing around him. Gonna watch Greg Mitchell up front. These guys up front don't want to spin the tires either. Get down here to the closing. Remember, cautions, hey, do breed caution. good. Good on the start here. Good old Greg Mitchell. Corey Sherman up front. They're hoping those guys get held up in the back there. They're hoping they get held up for at least 4 or 5 laps before they can even think about making it through the field. Pace truck gonna duck off. Got a hard left turn off on pit road. Mitchell and company up front. Green flag's about to fly. Here we go. We're back racing. See, Mitchell gets a good run out front. Remember Hudson, he's got some good tires too. You see Cody right now, already able to make it around one spot there, Van Veet. Not a question of if he's going to make it around, it's a question of how fast can he make it around these guys. Can he get up there? Don't get into trouble. And he's got the newer tires. Cody Gibson's there. Yeah, this is where he's going to do it. See, you see, Cody's going to be aggressive, and these guys have got to be aggressive with Heinzman. If they just let him go blowing by him, man, I tell you, woo! Oh, contact in the back. We got a car in the wall, truck in the wall. Van Veet, yellow flag is out. We got 2 of them in the wall. I don't know who else is the other one. Somebody's hanging on the wall. Who else is that? Joe Hudson. And Mike Stifferson. Oh, give me this Mike. Yep, Mike. Oh. Oh. The 00 almost went into the fans. Hold on to that thing. Oh, Brad Holmes, excuse me. Oh. Tom had to throw the yellow flag on that one because iRacing wouldn't have thrown that. They were on pit road. Go back and watch that one more time. That was a wild one. And they were way off the race service. Yeah, they got together, beating and banging. Ooh, yeah, man. Watch Mike here. Or Brad. Oh, in the wall. Guy in the first row right there. He's dead. Ouch. See what Brad looked like. Ride along on board with him here. Hard lick. I don't think I've ever seen a wreck like that on iRacing. Wild one. All right, let's set the picture here, and I'm going to tell you what, they didn't want to see that because Cody Heinzman now, I just don't think you can stop him. This is not going to put us in green-white checker territory yet. That was a wild one to JK. Yeah. iRacing didn't throw the caution on that one, but I think that one had to be manually thrown. Wild one though. Old Brad Holmes. Trying to kill everybody in the front row. Throw debris all up into them. But it's amazing over the years that nobody has, I mean, there has been people get hurt way back in the back. But like over the years that you don't hear more people getting hurt at a racetrack by debris alone. Flying, like even a rock or something. I mean, it's just amazing. I mean, I know they're that close to the wall, but close enough. Guess you can't make it 100%. Try to. I will say though, at this point, man, NASCAR doesn't have hardly enough fans there to even have to worry about it nowadays. That's bad to say. But we got full fans here tonight, though. Now the question is, can Greg Mitchell hold off Cody Heinzman? And he did the right thing here. He put Corey Sherman on the inside. I do believe this is the right move. Normally you would probably see Greg go to the inside. He put Sherman to the inside. So that hopefully that would slow up Cody just a little bit. Because now Cody's going to have to worry about trying to get around Corey unless he takes it instantly 3 wide. He's hoping Corey Sherman makes that thing, wide. And he's hoping Eric Anderson up our battle some. Maybe Hudson and those guys with those other newer tires can get up here and race Heinzman a little bit. And Mitchell's hoping that he can just, get him to the white flag is what he's praying. And he said, okay, look, if he breaks out from those guys on the white flag, maybe I've got enough time to hold him off myself. He'll just have to wreck me to get around me. It's kind of how I would be. You're going to have to wreck me to get around me. On the white flag, that is. Any other lap, hey, look, it is, racing's racing. Especially coming out of the last turn. Here we go, green flag. Let's see what happens. Yeah, Mitchell jumps. Now what Heinzman wants to be able to do is get on that outside. Oh, he's going to want to go to the inside. And where Sherman did not. I don't get why. He just let him go. But this is actually what he wants to see. Cody Heinzman had to battle a little bit. Has Corey Sherman got anything for that man? I mean, see, look, Cody's blocking. Nobody else out there I'm seeing is blocking. That might be, the unpopular thing to say. And a lot of the guys might come back and go back and watch and go, well, yeah, man, we're trying everything we can out here, Joe. But you saw right there Cody Heinzman run down all the way to the infield there when Corey was on his back bumper. Nobody else is doing that. 3 to go. Does Mitchell have enough to hold off Cody Heinzman? Did they give him enough time? Corey's got a good, strong truck. Can he hold off Gibson? Gibson's got the newer tires here. You can just see it right there. I mean, Cody Heinzman is trying. He's going to be on his back door with two to go. Greg Mitchell is going to run that truck for everything he can. If Greg Mitchell wins tonight, he punches his ticket to the Final Four. Coming across the line, 2 to go. They are almost dead even. And look at Mitchell ran one of his fastest laps, but it's a 49 to 37. Heinzman is about a 10th quicker. Oh, right there, you see it. Cody Gibson trying everything he can to get around Corey Sherman. My question is, though, does Greg Mitchell got enough to hold off Cody Heinzman, who has dominated this race all night long? And then we got a battle for third place also. White flag will come in the air this time by, and Cody is there. I said before, Mitchell said if I can get to the white flag, he runs him all the way down. One more time in it. Yeah, you're going to see Heinzman drive it on in there. Heinzman's got just a little bit better tires, but Mitchell is not going to give up that inside groove. It's going to be down the back stretch here. Yep, you see him making 2 more turns. Does Cody Heinzman have what it takes to get it done? No, Mitchell blocks. Heinzman, if he can't get the momentum off of turn 4, I think the block might have took the momentum away, and Greg Mitchell is going to pull this thing off and hold on to win it. What a spectacular move, man. And I tell you, Cody Heinzman had dominated. He's going to have to wait the next week to maybe punch his ticket in. Right now, he's still sitting good, though, in the top 4, folks. Hey, don't don't get it twisted. But Greg Mitchell with an impressive run tonight. Holder set of tires. He did what he had to do. Blocked that man and held him off. What a race. What a race. He just joined. Hey, go back and watch the replay. Wow. What a finish. All right, let's get a word with him. Corey, join the booth. You got a copy,
motherfucker.
I got you, Joe.
Well, hey, look, Corey was right there behind your back door, but you had to hold him off, man, for that third place. But what a good comeback tonight, man, to get some good points here.
Yeah, we had a good points night. I was a little surprised because I actually played in a golf tournament today, so I was wondering how I was gonna feel when I got in the truck tonight.
Got an eagle out of it tonight, didn't you?
Oh yeah.
Oh, look good. Take us back through there, though, man. How this track was. It looked like, I mean, Heinzman on another level, but man, Greg able to pull this thing out there tonight. But for yourself, how was you feeling out there?
On the first stage there, I abused my tires pretty bad. They were pretty low, and then I started just backing the corners up a little bit, and the track just came to me, and yeah, I didn't have really anything for Greg and Cody, but got lucky with the caution. I pit a few laps before that, so I didn't have to pit when everybody else did, so track position was huge tonight.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, hey, I tell you what, coming home third, man, going to the race next week. I mean, you got anybody you want to thank?
Yeah, Joe, thank you for doing the broadcast. Tom for putting on the league, and everybody in the league. It's turned into a big happy family. And I wish Mike Stiverson a happy birthday.
No doubt. Well, there you again. That's Corey Sherman bringing her home at third tonight. Good run for him there. This man, I thought he had it there tonight. Cody, join the booth. You got a copy?
I got you, Jeff.
Man, well, I tell you what, Mitchell did it to you there. I mean, he was able to hang on and stay out. And, I was talking about it there on that restart. I said, if you were able to he needed you to maybe stay back there a couple laps. And then on that last lap, if you were going to get to him there, and then just block for everything he had. And boy, I tell you what, that's what it came down to, an exciting finish.
Yeah, I tell you what, we got that caution, and I knew that was going to throw a wrench in it because everyone pit at different times, so not everyone was going to pit under caution. I figured I had to. I had the extra set, and I just got bit a couple weeks ago in Vegas by not taking tires, so that kind of made the decision for me. And from there, I knew I had to just give them hell and slice through the field and try and put on a show to get up there. And I felt like I had the fastest truck tonight, and this one got away a little bit, but it was fun to get up there and try and put the pressure on Greg. I think if I had one more lap, I would have got there, but that's just how it works out sometimes, and he was able to hold on those tires.
Oh, well, you definitely had the fastest truck. I mean, there was times out there you were 3/4 faster than the rest of the field, and that's what I was saying. I mean, these guys are going to have to get you out of the groove, and I've said that all season, and they got to get you out of that momentum routine. But wow, what a run! You still came out here with good points tonight. You're still going to be at that top 4. What are you looking at like going into these next 2 races, though?
Well, I tell you what, Joe. It was a really good day getting a stage win and a second in the stage and second in the race as well. So points-wise, I feel pretty good if I don't end up winning. But this round had 3 of what I feel like are my best tracks on the whole schedule with Indy, Dover, Nashville. So I'm really looking forward to next week at Dover. That should be fun. I haven't run it in a little bit, but when we get to Nashville, that's the one I really have circled. I tend to do really good there, especially in the truck. So either way, I really like how this round pans out, and I like my shot to get into the Final 4, but just wish I could have got one spot better tonight.
Hey, I tell you what, man, as always, good to talk to you. Good to see you here. Definitely fast on the track, but you got anybody you want to thank for an awesome finish tonight?
Yeah, shout out to you for doing the broadcast as always. Shout out to everyone who runs in the league, especially this late in the season, makes it what it is. It's a lot of fun here. It's a good group of guys. And shout out to Tom for running it. Mike, happy birthday, and thanks for sponsoring the race. And I think my grandparents are out there watching somewhere. So plenty of shout outs, and looking forward to next week. Hopefully I'll be back up talking to you again, Joe.
There you go, Cody Heinzman. What a finish tonight, coming in second. This guy here, though, he put on a show, man, a clinic there at the end to hang on to it. Greg, Joe in the booth, you got a copy?
Hey, Joe, I got you.
Man, I tell you what, well, I was just saying it here that you put on a clinic there at the end because I don't think anybody had anything for Heinzman most of this race with the speed he had, but that timing and there, but at any point there were you kind of worried that he might be able to get you with those tires?
Oh, yeah, the whole time. I didn't expect everybody to pit when they did because they only had 5 or 6 laps on their tires, and I had 3 or 4, so I thought I was going to be in a good spot there. And then everybody pitted for tires, so luckily I only had like maybe 3 to 4 green laps on that set, but 2 laps makes a big difference. 2 laps is probably worth at least a tenth. So I knew I was a sitting duck a little bit, so I had to get a good jump on the field. Honestly, that caution that came out with about 5 or 6 to go is what saved me because Cody needed the green laps to get to me, and he got to me with 1 to go, and I just had to hold on for dear life.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, you got out front there, and you had it to where it was. I mean, obviously this one puts you into the Final 4. How does that make you feel? Championship 4.
Yeah, pretty sweet. So it feels good to make the Final 4, and we'll see who else makes it. Got some fun tracks coming, so yeah, that feels great. I do love this track, so it's fun. Cody was the class of the field. I think I stole one from him tonight.
Well, I tell you what, man. Either way, hey, sometimes you got to be there at the end and win these things. You still had speed all night long. What do you think? I mean, other than getting out there in that track position, what do you think else you could have done to maybe get the speed? That maybe the Cody did have throughout the race.
Honestly, track position was everything. You pushed really hard coming out of 2 and 4, so it was you could get a little grip coming on entry, but I think 2 and 4 is where I struggled when I was in some dirty air. So whether that would have made the difference, I don't know. It definitely made the difference as far as how long it took him to catch me because I know he was a little faster, plus being on fresh tires. So yeah, I think clean air was the difference, and I probably needed to find a little more speed on entry. I noticed Cody was diving in deeper and still getting it to turn on entry a little bit better. So yeah, something for me to work on right there.
Hey, well, I'll tell you what, like you said, these next 2 races, how you feeling about going in them now knowing that you're in that Final 4?
Well, it feels good. I don't mean anything to worry about, nothing to gain, nothing to lose. So, yeah, kind of a good feeling actually.
No doubt. Well, I'll tell you what, got the win tonight. Put it in the Final Four. Maybe going to be racing for a championship at the end of the season. You got anybody you want to thank for tonight?
Thank you, Joe, for running the broadcast for us. Thank you, Tom, for putting on the league and all the time he puts into it. And thank you to Mike for sponsoring tonight. And a big happy birthday out to him, too.
There you go, Greg Mitchell putting it in victory lane. Folks, this one's going to set it up. And, you heard it right there, Cody saying that, he did still come out of here with the points. Coming out here with a good points lead, or with good points, and coming into two good tracks that he feels very good at. So it's going to be interesting. But Greg Mitchell putting himself into that Final Four, looking good. It was an awesome race. The final results real quick before we head out of here, man, because Greg Mitchell winning it tonight in awesome fashion. Cody Heinzman pulling her up there in second. We got Corey Sherman bringing it third. Cody Gibson there in fourth. We got Gary Bowman in fifth. Joe Hudson sixth. Mike Stiverson, he's in seventh. Andrew Codwell in eighth. Matthew Simple ninth. And Lee Campbell there in the 10th. Looked at the rest of the field. It was a good one. And, like we said, some guys, man, Tom Ricker, just a tough night on his end. Probably the one he's probably going to think, man, now I got to get myself out of a hole. But this one's going to be interesting. Who's going to be the 4 drivers? Who's going to be the 3 drivers now that get into it and race for the championship? We'll find out in the next 2 races. So, folks, hope you enjoyed it. For myself and everyone, have a good night.